All right, so I'm going to introduce the SuperBurban. That's what I'm driving now. This is a vehicle that has been in our family in one way or another for about 20 years. So we got it when I was a senior in high school, which was 2004, maybe a year before that. Got it from a friend of our family who was buying a new one. They were fairly wealthy. They bought new Suburbans every couple of years, and they thought that this one had a head gasket problem. We went and checked it out, and it was just leaking antifreeze from one of the heater hoses that goes into the heater core. And they were going to sell it to us for nothing. I mean, like, I think $2,000 at the time. And it's a 96. This is only an 8-year-old Suburban at that time. Probably was worth 10, and I think we ended up getting it for $2,500 or $3,000. So they were very kind. We told them that, it could be fixed very easily, but they were ready to be done with it. And since then, it has been totaled, insurance totaled 3 times. It has paid for itself. It's probably been the second most reliable vehicle I've ever owned. Driven all over the country multiple times. I drove it all through college. Went to the East Coast, went down to Florida with it. Been to Tennessee and back a couple times. Been to Chicago and back. Probably a 3-hour drive a dozen times. It's towed things. It's towed everything. It's towed things that it shouldn't tow. Over its life, it's had a rear end rebuild, which was beefed up, I think, pretty significantly. And a transmission that was rebuilt by a good friend of our family who, beefed it up a little bit. And that rebuild probably happened 150,000 miles ago. It's got 293,000 now, so getting close to 300,000. 2-wheel drive, half ton. It's the the throttle body 350 before the LS motor. And it's been great. The major things we've done to it recently, I replaced the heater core and air conditioning condenser and took the whole dash out to do all that. And it didn't have AC for years. These are notorious for leaking on the AC compressor joint right where the housing comes together. So put a new compressor on it, redid all the AC, and it works. It's not great. It needs to be vacuumed down really good, but it does work still. Runs good, starts every time. Of course, we've gone through starters and things like that, but overall, it's a pretty amazing vehicle. These are super reliable if you don't have issues with the throttle body. We've had the spider injectors, all those spider injector valves replaced, and it runs great. It runs better than any vehicle I've owned, other than maybe our Honda Odyssey. And it's got a couple things I want to do to it. It's getting a little old. The rust is beginning to show everywhere. The frame's beginning to rust in the back, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to treat that just to reduce the progression of the rust. But needs a exhaust manifold bolt. It's got a little exhaust leak. You can kind of hear the ticking every now and then. But other than that, some interior work. It's great. Kids love it. Love driving around in it. It's fun to drive. It's kind of quick because it's lightweight for a Suburban. So yeah, this is the SuperBurban. Refuses to die. Has probably made us more money than it's cost us. It's been a fantastic vehicle. You'll see a lot more of it on the channel.